Well, thank you for tuning in to KAZ Radio, where today we have the spotlight on John's phone repair. How you doing, John?
I'm doing great. It's a pleasure being here.
Man, it is good to have you here as well. I am so impressed with your business that we had to have you on the KAZ Radio television spotlight. John's phone repair. And let me tell you, I called John with a problem with my phone. It would never ring, no matter how loud I had the ringer up, and John was able to walk me through a very simple repair. Well, John, tell us, how did you start John's phone repair?
Of course, it's a funny story. I actually played football for a while, and once I, stopped playing, I was kind of like getting bored. I'm used to having a routine, and I broke my phone. And my father was like, I'm not paying for it. I'm like, okay. So the first thing I had to do was use my senses and figure out how I'm going to fix my phone. So a YouTube video and a part that I bought on who knows website. An hour later, I was able to repair my phone. And my mom was like, oh, my God, you need to start doing this at school so you have some money. And next thing you know, it went from school to me understanding this is a good business for me to be into, something of my own. And from there on, that's what I've been doing. Fixing
John,
phones.
Fixing phones, you say in school. Were you in college? Were you in high school? What?
College. I'm actually still enrolled in Kent State University.
Okay.
At first, I was at Grand Valley State in Michigan.
And what's your major?
Major is finance and a minor in political science.
Wow. That's far from phone repair, isn't it?
Right, exactly. I've always been intrigued with technology. My father has always kept me with the latest phone. As of right now, I have 4 different phones. So I've always enjoyed the technology. Never thought I would be the one to repair it, but never know where, destiny will lead you.
Now, John, in regarding to your services, what services do you provide?
Okay, so John's Phone Repair basically repairs all your basic, iPhone, Android screen repairs, as well as, anything else technical that comes down to customer service, where it's troubleshooting, where we troubleshoot issues. We fix tablets, so also screen repairs with tablets, and any other intricate parts that's in the phone that people often mess up, as including batteries, charging ports, buttons, you name it. I've done things all the way down to the little piece of glass on the cameras.
Wow.
Camera lenses. So.
What is the biggest or the most requested repair that you get?
Of course, screen repairs.
Okay.
So behind that is a battery. These phones are designed to break. We all know these companies, of course, got to keep making money, as well as John's Phone Repair. So,
right.
so the screen is more than likely the thing I fix most often.
Now, regarding the screen and the cost of getting a screen repaired, can you give our audience an idea of the cost in getting a repaired screen?
Well, for iPhone, which is the most common repair, for iPhone, it can range between $50 to the maximum of $90 for a screen repair. And then when we start to get over into the Androids, which varies from LG to Samsung, and they all have 10, 20 to 100 plus different phones, we get a little larger of a range, where it might be from $50 to $300. The newer phones, parts cost a lot more, as technology advances. Of course, the technology in these devices become more expensive.
John, tell us about your service. We know about the repair, but where do we find you? How do we get our phone fixed?
John's Phone Repair is on multiple different platforms. We do a lot of social media outreach. So right now, the business is striving through word of mouth. I've created this strong background on Instagram, as well as through relationships. And now John's Phone Repair can be seen on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We have a website, jonsphonerepair.com, as well as Google searches. I spend a lot of resources on making sure when people search phone repairs within the Cleveland area, that John's Phone Repair is one of the leading hits, and allows people to, let's see John's Phone Repair, and then we, have great ratings. So it makes it very easy for, people to find us, as well as understand that we are a reputable business.
Now, can a person come to you, or do you go to them?
That's the great thing about Jons Phone Repair. Jons Phone Repair is a mobile phone repair company. So what we
Nice.
do is it's like delivering a pizza. It's like ordering a pizza. You order your pizza on the phone, or you do it online in 2018, and in 30 to 40 minutes you have a pizza. And that's how Jons Phone Repair work. You either give us a call at our number and or go on website and book a repair, and it's confirmed through a via email, and we receive and also a copy of it. And with that, we understand that in a few hours we have to go fix James Leary's phone
Right.
at such and such address. So what we do is we send a technician out to the location, and we repair the device on site within usually 10 to 25 minutes.
Okay, you mentioned you send out technicians, so this is bigger than just a guy sitting at home waiting for a phone call, huh?
Exactly. we,
Awesome.
we
Awesome.
try to try to not stretch ourselves too thin. Like, it's more than just me. We also have other people that are available, as far as employees that are on the clock to come service the phones when
Yes.
they are to be serviced.
Now, do you do any corporate clients, or would you like to?
Yes.
Tell us how that works.
I have one corporate client where I fix a few phones here and there for him, but I would love to have more. Like I said, in 2018, we all have these devices, and these companies have iPads for their clients as well as iPads for their employees. Everyone has iPhones, everyone has Android devices, and they're human just like anyone else. Just
Right.
because you're an employee, they're not expected not to break them. So I expect that in the future that I could gain some more corporate clients to repair the devices when they need to be repaired.
The future of John's Phone Repair. Tell our clients about that, or our listeners about that.
It started off more as a hobby or a means to, just get through school, to be able to buy my groceries. But now it's grown to a point to where even if I wanted to get rid of John's Phone Repair, it wouldn't go anywhere. So, with me in school still trying to finish and get my finance degree and maybe transition over to politics later, I feel as John's Phone Repair will be a business that will run itself in the near future, to where I could step back and allow people that I put in positions to run John's Phone Repair in order for it to continue to grow and be a business potentially all over the country. I like to
Wow.
think of it as Safe Light repair, Safe Light replace. They
Wow.
come to your home,
Excellent.
they come to
Excellent.
Walmart if that's where your glass are broke, and that's where John's Phone Repair could be.
Wow, that is an excellent, excellent motto of a business. Tell us about your comparing yourselves to going to the Apple store or the AT&T store versus calling John's Phone Repair.
The difference is the customer service. Every company is starting to understand that there is value in customer service.
Yes.
Now, Apple and AT&T store, I actually was just in the AT&T store. The customer service is impeccable, though it takes away 30 minutes to an hour of a person's life, to where they have to reroute their day in order to get their phones and devices serviced. And usually it's at a price, 2 to 3 times more
Wow.
expensive than John's Phone Repair. Whereas we include the service of coming to your home, servicing your device, and any support that's needed could either be done on the phone and in person in a location of your choosing. So I think the thing that separates us is the accessibility and the ability for us to service you a little bit further in order to get your devices handled, and it keeps you in a comfortable area like your home on your
Right.
couch.
Right. And form of payment. What form of payment do you accept?
John's Phone Repair accepts all form of payment like any other business. We try to make it as simple and as easy as for any customer to be able to, just like you said, like we continuously say, we want to come to you. So at that time, you might not have cash. So we have credit card machines and available, for
Right.
any form of payment.
Now, your scope of area geographically, how far does John's Phone Repair go?
We're pretty flexible. I try to keep everything within 20 miles of Maple Heights, which surprisingly covers a huge amount of Cleveland. Sometimes customers may be a few miles out, which the company would primarily charge for, but I think that is good creating these relationships early on. Maybe that's something I implement a little later in the company. But as of right now, I think I'm very flexible with customers. If we like to meet and come a little closer, we can do that. But I try to keep everything within 20 miles of Maple Heights, but sometimes it goes a little further, but it's worth it for the customer.
For the customer. Well, I am very, very impressed with Jons Phone Repair. I'm sure our audience is just as impressed too. I like to do a little motivational part with my business owners. There's a young person out there listening who says, man, I want to go into business like John. What advice, John, would you give him?
I'm not going to say my only advice. My advice would be, in order to go into business and start your own thing, is separating yourself from yourself. Sometimes you have to get out of your skin and understand that you can do just about anything that you want to do. It's been done before.
Right.
No matter how old you is or how young you are, I think sometimes you just have to disconnect your feelings, your personal beliefs about what you think you can do, and just get out there and do it. Get it done, because it's out there to get, and there's plenty of people before you that have done it.
Yes. And, I don't know if you faced any kind of, negativity or adversity when you said, hey, I'm going into business. If you did, what advice did you take to continue on John's Phone Repair business?
To keep going. It comes down to how bad do you want it? It comes down to, do you believe that it's even worth it? When you believe something is worth it, when you having a success, you don't even believe things can go wrong. But once they go wrong, then how do you get over it? And I think it's that belief that it's going to be better on the side. That it's, once I get over this hump, we on to the next thing. This can't stop me again. So we got to continuously grow and get better, bigger adversity. Yes. And it's just going to get better.
Well, I'm truly impressed. Again, I want to thank you for just being a part of the KAZ radio television family by introducing John's Phone Repair. Folks, if you need a phone or a tablet or iPad repaired, everything from the little camera screen to the big screen, John's Phone Repair can do it. You want to give them a call. What's that number, John?
Number is 216-632-3304.
And the website address?
The website is www.jonsphonerepair, phonerepair.com.
And is there any? I know the young people got Instagram and Twitter accounts.
Everything's
on the website.
Simple. It's John's Phone Repair. Everything is simple. It's John's Phone Repair. Jons Phone Repair on Instagram, Twitter, as well as any other website.
Well, John, any last words for our listeners?
No, it was a pleasure. I'm very excited to be here, and I'm glad that you brought me in.
Well, we want to thank you again for just sharing your great business, John's Phone Repair. Folks, you can click on the KAZ radio.tv website as well. Click on John's Phone Repair to take them straight to his beautiful website. And to all my listeners, we love you, Jesus loves you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Until next time.